Mm-hmm. Ow! Ow! Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. The Heat Wave of December by Sarah Hampshire. Colorado is supposed to be cold, snowy, a winter wonderland around this time of year. It's a time when the wind should be thick with snowflakes and the ground covered in a thick blanket of snow, nice, light, and powdery, crystalline in the sun. But in recent years, it has not been like this. In December, we were greeted with a month-long heat wave. It had begun about a month and a half ago, when November seemed broiling. And it wasn't until early January that the curse was finally broken, and we were blessed with almost an inch of snowfall. Almost an inch. Almost. This isn't just a random occurrence. Heat waves all across the state have been picking up in recent years. Heat waves that just scorch our tiny little, well, not so tiny, our tiny little desert. And without our snow and ice and our blizzards, those wonderful little tokens of Colorado winters, we only have our droughts to look forward to in the future. Where will our rivers be? Our snow-melt streams, our lakes full of rain and fresh snowmelt, cool and crisp ponds, our buffalo and our foxes and our squirrels and our coyotes all drinking. What will happen to our flash flood storms, coming out of nowhere and then disappearing just as quickly as they have been? What will happen to all of us if we can't drink water or have water in our fields? What will happen to our Colorado River going across the country that's been drained so much that it doesn't look like it's the same river? The water has dropped dozens of feet in the past recent years, and we all know that it's not being replenished in the way that it's taken. And what will come of this? Colorado has always been a bit of a desert, but a high desert, an alpine desert, a desert regularly covered with snow in the coldest months of the year. But no more. How long before we look like California's Death Valley, or the Atacama Desert of South America, the Sahara of North Africa and the Middle East? How long before we look like Mad Max and Fury Road, or we look like any other desert that comes from those disaster movies? What will we be without our rain and our snow and our ice? Nothing. But the heat is just going to keep increasing, and it's going to keep increasing and keep increasing until we do something about this. It's not just us that have the problem, it's all of us. Flash floods have been happening around the world. Heat waves have been happening across the world. Weather patterns are changing, and they're changing rapidly, and that is not good considering we are no longer nomadic. We just cannot go through this the same way we have been. This December heat wave that we suffered back in 2021 is just the beginning of something much, much, much more.